Hello everyone, my name is Yasmin and this is Onomana Pop-Up. I'm a paper engineer, an illustrator, and a little bit of a writer. I would love to get back into writing more, I just haven't really had the chance. But welcome to my little creative world. I love all things that are whimsical and silly, fairy tale, fantasy, all sorts of little things. I love silly little guys like Snoopy and Stitch. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because this is my first YouTube video where I'm just kind of talking without a script, but I'm excited, so I hope you enjoy spending a little bit of a day with me. So I moved you over just a little bit because I want to share some of the things that I've been working on lately. I'm also moving my other light over a little bit. But recently I went to New York City and I stopped at this Japanese bookstore. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll put it somewhere on the screen. And I kind of wanted to share a little haul with you. I got these really adorable penguin note cards that I haven't opened yet. I'm not sure what I will use them for, but I really love penguins. I found these stickers. I've seen this artist all over my Pinterest, and I found these stickers and I just think they're so adorable. And I got this washi tape that's Alice in Wonderland. It's really cute. I like it. Another thing that I got that I'm really excited for were these Japanese pop-up board books. Look at how cute those are. I have a bit of a collection of these, and anytime I go to New York City, I stop by this bookstore to see if they have any new ones. So they had this aquarium one that was super cute. And then my favorite one is this little pets or animals one. Look how the puppy, I would really love to learn how to do this. I think it is so cute. And I love how his little tail just peeks out too. The next one's really cute. It's a little meow. And yeah, I just think these are really fun to see how you can turn such simple artwork into fun little pop-ups. But the pop-ups themselves seem pretty simple. I've tried learning a few of them from the other books that I have. And they're really special. Maybe I'll share a video on my collection of all my pop-up books that I have so far. If you're interested in that, let me know. Some more pop-up books that I've recently acquired. I found this one. I was really happy to find it. It is I Wonder What's Under There, A Brief History of Underwear. And it's really simple book. It has like a lot of flaps that are really silly, and it just goes through a brief history of undergarments throughout time. And I just think it's so fun to see what you can do with paper like this. The reason I did get this book though is because I really want to mimic this one mechanism that I saw when looking at this book. It's kind of Rococo, it looks like, but her dress is the pop-up for when you open the pages. Sorry, I'm still trying to learn how to get used to this because I have it on my iPad as well. But I just think that's really cool. I've done a similar mechanism like this in my studies, but I would really love to utilize this idea. This is paper engineered by one of my favorite paper engineers, David A. Carter. So if you're looking into getting into paper engineering, his books and a lot of his books about paper engineering are really helpful, and I can share some of those later on. Another book that I got as well is the Cinderella pop-up book, and it's just so incredible. I really love how there's a little invitation to the ball in this front page. And I just think it's really, really interesting. I really love this spread because the fairy godmother appears through the door. I think that's so fun. Oh, look at this spread. I love this spread. Are you ready? It's the wedding. I just think that's so fun. Oh, but also with this book, the sisters are bowing to Cinderella and the Prince. I've been really interested in making carousel books for my shop, so I've been purchasing a few carousel books to study. This one's from Susie Altman. She's an artist I really admire, and her board books are always so adorable because they're very simple and colorful and whimsical. But basically you open the book like this and you can tie it with a ribbon, and you can either read the book normally or just have it displayed like a little carousel. Isn't that so cute? I love these. The last book that I got recently is A Year in Nature, another carousel book that goes through the seasons with some animals. And it's it's my biggest carousel book that I have. Oh. As you can see, he's huge. Oh my goodness. Oh, but it's so beautiful and it's so detailed, and the foxes are so cute. It follows like a little family of foxes. And I just love it. It's just, there's always something new that I see anytime I open it. But it's incredible. So with the study of those carousel books, I've been really interested in making a carousel book of my own. So anytime I do a pop-up, I start off with kind of a very, very, very rough idea where I just take some paper and I just cut it up, and, you know, without it being perfect, just trying to get the idea down. So that's what I'm about to show you, and it's falling apart because, you know, throughout the process I always rip up my drafts, and, you know, it's already falling apart. But the idea is that it's a little seashell, and then it opens up to some little scenes of mermaids. So we've got two mermaids down here. Ooh. I've got these little mermaids and a little octopus. I've got a little turtle, and this one's, you know, some final mermaids. Once I go from this very, very rough draft, I do it again, and I try to do it as many times as possible. So once I kind of had the mechanisms in place that I wanted to use for each spread, I went into Illustrator and I made my templates, and then it got me to this next version. So this is my second draft. You can see I have my cut lines and the mechanisms a little bit more refined. As you can see, I did switch up 2 of the spreads because I just thought it flowed a bit better with the story. I don't even really know what the story is yet, but I liked the idea of the octopus one being in the center. With this second draft, I really wanted to test out the ribbons that I saw on the other carousel books. So this was me testing it out with the ribbon at the ends. And then from this one, you know, I really wanted to figure out how to use book tape to bind the spine. So my third draft has some book tape on it, and this is my first time using book tape, but I think I did a pretty good job. And this one I did cut out with my Cricut machine. Did you see how I pointed? With my Cricut machine. And again, I cut out the pieces with my Cricut, cut out the pages. So I'm still kind of figuring out how big to line up with the chipboard. I want to line it up all the way. So there's still some practice that needs to go into, well, I should say there's still some refinements that need to happen in my next draft. I think I'm going to try to figure out how to use the book tape better. Well, use the book tape along the curves of the top of the book, or if I want to change that kind of section to be a bit more rectangular as it gets to the top. But I don't know, I'm really proud of this stage. I'm just really proud of the way that the book tape has worked for this. I was not expecting it to come out this good. And right now I've just been working on the artwork, which I'll show you in a second. I'm looking into opening my own Etsy shop with pop-ups. I really want to do my own pop-up cards, my own pop-up books, but also I want to do some pop-up bookmarks. So I have been experimenting with some bookmark ideas. I've gone through many prototypes of these, but right now I'm in the stages of figuring out the durability of them, the glue that I want to use, the artwork that I'm going to put on them, and kind of how I want the designs to look, I think. So the first one is going to be a Matchbox series. So have you ever seen those really cute Matchbox dolls that have the little mice in them and they're like in a little bed? So that's what I was inspired by for this little bookmark. These bookmarks are all magnetic. I have glue on them. This one says prototype 7. I know I've gone beyond 7, but this is the one that I feel like is the best version that I have, that is clean and I haven't taken it apart. But it's a little bookmark. It's got a little magnet on the back. And when you pull the pull tab, a little guy comes out. I just think it's so cute. So I would love to make more of these little bookmarks with different animals in their little beds, and they're like your little book buddy. So if you think of an animal that you would like for me to make a bookmark out of, please let me know. So that's the first bookmark that I'm trying to put on my shop. Then the next one is this butterfly bookmark. Now I saw this butterfly mechanism on a YouTube tutorial somewhere, and I was like, I want to figure out how to put that on a bookmark. So what you do is you push instead of pull, and it's kind of like a fidget toy, because I'll just find myself just kind of messing with it. It's also magnetic, so it has a little magnetic flap. And I've been through so many prototypes of these, I don't even know which one I'm on now. But yeah, let me know if you're interested in these. My goal is to eventually open up my own Etsy shop by the end of the summer, so fingers crossed. I'm hoping that making these YouTube videos will push me to finally doing it and jumping into it, and these vlogs are going to be my little journey into that space. So yeah, thank you for joining me. But yeah, hoping to make some new friends with all of you, so